That's how.
Save that for people.
Yeah, that's how this works.
It is. It's like, okay, guys,
that's how
really
the after show
great.
works. You know, we start the thing, and then Joe is like, I gotta go.
Oh, dude, it's like I gotta do some stuff one spot, but then I gotta go piss. Then I gotta look at my ass in the mirror and masturbate. So yeah, I'll be there for 5 minutes with that. So it's pretty good.
Joe goes outside and pees like a dog, like just goes spanking cocks his leg.
I'll just stand back and aim at the toilet, and then as it starts coming closer, then I got to get closer because you know how it is. You pee, you can have it real far. That's like playing a game still. Like
no, Joe, I don't stand back 5 feet.
Oh, I do. I have all sorts of fun. You ever squirt on the mirror? That's what I'm gonna do when I'm in there for 5 minutes. I'm gonna get a good shot. I have some
so you're all about backsplash, huh?
Do you do like you aim it like
target practice? That's why he wants that Stacy Keebler picture.
I'm not kidding. I can get at least a couple feet, you know, if I can hold it just right and then look at the mirror and then bam, you get a good shot. I'm good at that. I have a good technique. Oh, God, am I talking about masturbating? Sure I am. But, yeah, I do. I have to go pee and then masturbate. So it's going to be fun. I'm going to go look in the mirror. Did I mention I turned myself
go down south?
Yeah, exactly. So,
yes, you did. You said your butt turned. Yeah, go look at your butt and masturbate.
It really is a nice ass. I have to put goggles on if I ever do it in bed over here or something, and I'm laying on my back. It's like, shit, you know, it's got to wait, like turn off to the side. You ever hit yourself in the eye, Nathan?
No, what? No.
I have. Oh, sorry.
What?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Whoa, what the hell's Rebecca doing?
Oh, this took a turn.
Look at the time. I don't wear a watch, but it's getting really fucking late.
That really took a turn.
She's like, I have. I'm like, whoa, god damn.
What a great way to what a great experience.
We should have started it there.
Oh, I did actually. I got all of this.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So there we go.
Good. Well, they know my habits.
Fans of Power after hours.
After
it is. That's what
I feel like. I feel like when it comes to that one though, maybe the age restriction should come in handy.
Yeah.
Maybe just a little bit.
Maybe just a little bit. All right.
Seriously though, I gotta go masturbate. All right, I love you guys.
You can come back, Joe.
Well, I mean, after I masturbate, I'm pretty tired. I might want to. Oh, I might have to take a nap.
You can masturbate here. We don't care.
No.
Oh God! Don't encourage that shit.
Wait, hang on. You know now that Joe was gonna take that, he's like, she told me
he's
to do
it. He's gonna put that in the spank bank. You know, like, oh my God.
He's gonna remember that forever.
It's like, see, she asked for it. I didn't
John,
say
don't
this
watch
stuff.
this.
Yeah.
Apologies to John.
Like, how would you guys
John, respect. Well, we have an understanding.
Just see my arm just moving like this. All
we can't put this on YouTube, sir.
We'll get flagged for sure.
Yeah.
Am I laughing rude?
You know why we would get flagged is whether I joked squirting like lotion or actually did it. There's this guy called Maximili, I think, who does Kermit the Frog impersonations. He does this crazy shit on YouTube, but he'll always do this thing where he'll like meet people on Omegle, and then he's like Kermit, and then he holds up a cucumber that's supposed to be his cock or something. But then sometimes, like, when the video comes on, you see the arm going, and then the person's like, what are you doing? He's like, nothing. And he keeps doing it, and then a can must shoot something, and it looks like he's coming. But it's fake, obviously. But YouTube flagged him. They're like, oh, no, you can't have that. So they actually would blur it out. It's like, you guys know he's a fucking Muppet.
And
this is
doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's silly string. This isn't fucking real. But
that's like
even
the sock puppet form on the Man Show.
Yeah, but even just the idea of what he's doing, they're like, oh, no, you can't do that. And they actually blurt it out. It's like, God, he's just being silly. It's just being fun.
Yeah. God, YouTube's just become weird.
It is. All right.
Did
you say come? All right. Yes, I got to go.
Joe's got enough material now.
Yeah,
there you go. I got enough in the mind. Now. You said come. You said masturbate from
Get
the
out
cameras.
of here, Joe.
All right, see, now Nathan's like, yeah, let's get this shit out here. This ain't what happened.
Do what you,
Did I mention I love you guys?
I'm glad that you tell us that after you say all the other shit that precedes.
Well, can any of you guys say it back, or you guys don't love me? I love you.
Well, not when we know what you're gonna go do. Now, after you tell us you love you.
Well, Rebecca said she does.
I
kind of feel a little cheap, Joe.
Thank you, Rebecca. Nathan, I love you.
Love you too, Joe.
Tyler, I love you.
I'm sure that you do, Joe, in your own twisted, fucked up way.
Tyler, I love you.
That's nice.
It's nice.
Tyler, I'm not getting off until you tell me this.
Oh, God, that's gross.
Tyler, come on.
Just say it so it'll go. Get him out of here.
I love you. Well, that was kind of hot. See ya.
No, he really is gonna come.
And Joe's already done.
Yeah, that's all he needed.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh God. His crime scene tape around him.
It'd be- no,
He
it'd
ain't
be,
moving.
no, it'd be like He-Man in the fucking
Yeah,
trap.
yeah.
That's what he does.
Yeah, that's just Joe after he comes.
I know that the major wrestling figure podcast, like they've had bendy figures made of themselves. It'd be cool if we could reach out to certain people and like have bendy figures made of us from the Fans of Power logo. That'd be pretty badass.
Yeah.
I still thought it'd be cool, like if Joe did customs of each of us, so we each had a custom of ourselves.
We got to
based
roll
off
out
of the
Rebecca
logo.
in the customs.
Oh, yeah,
Still ain't
that's
gonna do
true.
shit.
Yeah.
We get her.
I asked Tyler this. Do you watch Stranger Things? Have you watched the newest season? Because I haven't
Yeah.
watched. I haven't watched the newest season yet.
All right, I won't spoil it.
Does it? I mean, is it as good as everyone's like? Oh man.
I really enjoyed it. There's some stupid stuff in it, but I really enjoyed it. I love the new bad guy,
Okay.
Vecna. He's badass, especially knowing that it's all practical effects except for like the nose missing. Did you watch any of it? Did you watch the last? First
No.
half
I
of
haven't
season
watched.
4?
Yeah, I haven't watched the first
Okay.
half of it either. So I gotta, I gotta get around to that as well.
I don't want to spoil it, but I really enjoyed it. The second half is way better than the first half, I thought.
That makes sense. I've been watching The Boys. I caught up on The Boys, and
Yeah.
that's been a lot of fun. I won't
Yeah, I
spoil that for.
Very much enjoy The Boys.
It's a lot of fun. Like I love
Mhm.
Carl Urban in that show.
Yeah. God, he needs to be fucking Craven the Hunter.
No, we got
And-
that
yeah,
Aaron
instead-
Taylor
instead of-
Johnson.
Yeah.
And-
From Godzilla.
Who?
What? Yeah,
Quick
They
Silver
cast
from
him?
Avengers.
yeah. The dude that was
Yeah.
that
He's
was
gonna
Yeah,
be
And
Craven
they already
the
say
Hunter?
he's good. And they already say they're not following what Craven the Hunter is.
yeah.
Like,
Well, in the whole thing
Then
is
why do Craven the fucking Hunter?
Well,
He's
'cause
one of my favorite.
it's
fighting
Sony.
bad guys.
It's Sony though. Like
yeah,
that's the problem.
everyone's a
Yeah,
good
that's
guy.
kind of fucked
Everyone's
up
a good guy.
everything.
There are no bad guys.
Well,
because
from what I read, it's like he's gonna be an animal activist or some shit, right?
oh, I didn't read that. But
Yeah, I think that's the angle that
The
they're
minute
playing with.
He's
well,
a
the minute I
hunter.
saw that- yeah. Well, I wasn't giving any credit. The minute they said they're doing a solo Craven the Hunter movie and he's gonna be a good, I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, you check out.
I check out. And plus casting him. I'm like,
Yeah, that's stupid.
oh my god. Yeah, Carl Urban would have been a good villainous. Well, a good Craven the Hunter. Like, what?
He was wasted in Thor as whatever character he was.
Whatever.
He was in
whoever.
Thor?
I'm not a fan. I'm not a big fan of the Thor movies. So.
Oh, they suck. Dark World was forgettable.
I never even watched Dark World.
Yeah, it fucking sucked.
I couldn't.
The
do
first
it.
one, like the stuff, the beginning of the first Thor, I enjoyed, but then when he gets to Earth and all the Kat Denning bullshit, Natalie Portman all like hot
I
and
saw-
bothered, was like fucking stupid.
A clip for the new one, and I literally thought it was an SNL skit.
Yeah, because it looks fucking terrible.
Oh,
It looks so cringe.
Carl Urban was Scourge the Executioner in Thor Ragnarok.
Oh,
Which
No, well, no
which,
wonder.
I mean, I barely remember it, but I enjoyed Ragnarok for what it was. Tyler and I were actually talking about this because I was like, some of the jokes hit for me, some of it missed. Because we went to a comic shop yesterday and had a blast. Tyler's just sitting there looking at like older issues. I found some Fantastic Four that were out. I scooped all those up because I
Sweet.
had a list. I'm like, these are the books that I own, and I didn't have any of those. So I'm like, go ahead and get those. But it was funny because the owner was there. It wasn't just one of the random other people. The owner was there, and in behind the register they have, here's graded comics. Here's like all these key issues, and Tyler's standing there. He's like, there's that. I wonder if the tattoos are in that first appearance of Hobgoblin, blah, blah, blah. So Tyler's asking the owner this shit, and Tyler's, just big dude, tank top, and you see the look on his face, and he's just like, well, this guy knows his shit, but look at him. This doesn't make any... It's like it broke his
didn't
brain
notice
for a
any of that.
second.
I did not notice any of that.
Yeah, I did.
I was not paying attention to any.
Well, it was just like taken back, but like impressed, like really impressed. But how much was that Hobgoblin book? It had the tattoos.
It was around $450.
Because
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I was joking with Tyler because he's like, they got that over them. I'm like, well, let's see how much it is, because if it's, I might buy it and just be like, hey,
Yeah,
look
just
what
to
I,
piss
look
me
what I
off.
got. But when he said like 445, I was like, I can't do that. Despite what people think out there, how Joe perceives it, or how Tyler says I'm Scrooge McDuck, I'm not gonna drop $400 like that now.
But he has.
But I have.
On a book. Yeah, on a sight unseen, the first appearance of Wolverine, I pointed it out to him in Myrtle Beach.
Mm-hmm.
And he pulls out his wallet. I'll buy it. Had no idea what the fuck
Actually,
it was.
let me pull Joe. Let me go down to the basement. I'll go grab it and show it off on it because I've never really done that before.
Oh my god. I just want to throw up.
Piss Tyler off a little bit. I'll be back.
Christ. Oh, yeah, we don't talk comics nowhere near enough, so I guess it'll be our comic. But it was a really nice comic book store. They had a lot of, I thought it was just going to be like a lot of modern comic bullshit, but he had like a lot of back issue bins, a lot of the key issues on display in the store. It was really nice. They were playing scores from like Superman the movie.
Oh, nice.
And various other like, geek things that, that you would recognize and appreciate. And it was just a very beautiful store. And the owner, they put on it, the comic book show that Jerry Conway was supposed to come to.
Mm.
He's the one that puts on those shows. They do 2 years. So the owner is the one that we were talking to. So we talked to him about his experiences when Sean Astin came in, and he got to hang out and with Sean Astin, like Jim Shooter, who's responsible for the black costume in Secret Wars, has been to one of his shows.
Wow.
Like hung out with them, and even came and had to catch a late flight and hung out in the comic book store all day for free. So people who were shopping there could have came in to see Jim Shooter just hanging out in the fucking store, and you could talk to him, ask him questions, all kinds of stuff like that. It was just awesome to hear these experiences with the people he's brought in. And as Nathan, look at this shit.
Jeez.
I thought it was actually graded lower, and I'm like 5.5.
It's pretty bad.
I mean, you got the little squiggly here on the H. Some asshole took a pen and wrote that on there, but yeah.
He's holding the first Prince of Wolverine there, people. Bought this in June of 2007. Did not know what it was. Bought it right there on the spot because he could do it.
So there's truth to what Joe says about you.
Sometimes, I guess. $375. If you go look it up now, it's especially in that grade.
I would buy it for $375.
Yeah, but for that grade, it's like $5,000 now.
Oh my god, it's amazing how much that book.
And that was only 15 years ago. Like that's not like a ton of time when you think about it.
No, and it's continued to. I mean, the certain key issues of Marvel. I mean, they're just skyrocketing all the time.
Yeah.
It's just I don't. Of course, everyone's getting their books graded all the time. It's hard to find just the book itself that's not graded. I mean, I'm so glad. Like when the pandemic hit, I was buying like a lot of key issues. You're just at home all the time. Really can't go out and do anything. So you go to work, come home, just buy stuff. So I bought like the first appearance of Sabretooth. I'm so glad I did because it's even harder to get that now.
Actually, cheaper than that. Got it for $350. That's still on there.
Prick. God. Isn't that just sickening, people?
Wow.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
That comic book store sounds like it was cool, though.
No, it was really good.
Awesome. They had a section of Red Sonja, but there was no Red Sonjas in the section. I was like, holy shit. Like, Rebecca's going to love this section. I was like, where's the Red Sonja book?
My comic book store didn't have any Red Sonja either. They have the Savage Sword, which I've been picking up, but, like, no Red Sonja. I'm like, what the shit?
Well, and he did say, like, his vintage stock, like, rotates pretty frequently.
Yep.
Like, he had the first appearance of the Reverse Flash graded in the case. He just got that in, the first appearance of Hobgoblin. He just got that in, so it kind of makes you feel like you go back every couple of weeks, you may find, a lot of, random back issues, random key issues that come in. And who knows, I don't know if you get hacked or anything like that, but that's why I like buying on eBay, because I feel like you go to a comic book show, everyone's asking for, a second mortgage to take out on buying a key issue.
I don't know. I feel like you could maybe have a chance to.
Well, I went to one by myself back in, I think, April. I went to the one that was at Tanglewood Mall.
Oh, you went to that one? I had thought about going
I went to that one.
Yeah.
But I was in and out less than an hour. Like, I talked to Brad for a few moments, but then I look around and all the key issues that are on display are at their, they're either not priced. I heard someone ask for how much was the first appearance of I think it was Morbius, and the guy wanted, I think, around $900.
Yeah.
There was a particular issue of Shang-Chi Master of Kung Fu. It's like the first appearance of Razor Fist, and I actually had it in my eBay basket for $23. The book wasn't graded, but the guy, one vendor had it. He was asking $100 for this issue of Master of Kung Fu. I'm like, I was like, fuck that. I went out to my car and bought that book out of spite. It not that it was probably in like super pristine condition, but it's $100 for
Well, that's the other thing too. Is like people. I guess I get it, but people wanting these books to be in the best condition they can be, whereas I'm of the mind of like, I'm not gonna sit through and like read through it all the time. For me, it's just like having it in the bag and board, or like how Tyler does, and framing it to have prominently on display, just to look at the cover and be like, wow, I have a copy of this. It doesn't matter as long as like the cover's intact, and the staples are there. I don't care if the pages aren't like pristine.
If there's like a
white,
a moldy stain on page 6. And,
yeah.
I like the ones I have, like, I mean, some of them are in pretty damn good shape, but I also have like the Amazing Spider-Man 39, where Green Goblin reveals who he is. Like, it's a bit rough, but I paid like $100 for that key issue. It kind of gives it character when I have it in frame.
It does.
Like,
it does.
It's like having a folded movie poster or something.
Yeah,
It's just got that charm to it that like you see the age.
Yeah, and I don't stress, like, my first appearance of Sabretooth. It's got some scuffs on it, but it looks great in the frame. I got the second appearance of Juggernaut. I think I paid.
I got the first appearance of Juggernaut.
I know, you asshole. But at least I'm glad I bought the second appearance when I did, because it's gone up even more now. Yeah. So,
I'm curious, like the Fantastic Four issues I got. Like, once that fucking movie comes out, I'm like, oh, what's gonna happen there? So that's gonna suck.
Key issues for Fantastic Four, like Silver Surfer's first appearance of Galactus.
Yeah, which I would like to get, but I know what the prices are, so probably will never own them. I'm gonna get that first run Swamp Thing though. Those 24 issues. I'm gonna get all of those.
Written by Len Wein, and I forgot who the artist was, but yeah, beautiful art. See, we're gonna have to have like ourselves like. And I talked to James a little bit about Marvel Comics here, like recently, because with this channel coming up, he'll be doing a lot of like the 80s, like Spider-Man stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So he's really big into Marvel Comics as well. Like we ought to have like a 80s, like a Marvel Comics powwow.
Well, I think it would be cool just to pick out a certain issue and kind of do how we do.
I would love for us, like Rebecca. When it comes to Marvel, like, what's your go-to characters, like, or books, or like, what do you like?
Oh, Spider-Man.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
That's why Kraven the Hunter is my favorite villain of his.
I love that. That's fucking awesome. I'm just
like, are they really getting that dude to play? Fuck.
Yep. If they're
Sony.
Cast, they're
Jesus
filming.
Christ.
They're not getting my money.
Carl Urban doesn't even have to fucking do an accent for it. He already has the accent. He looks like that already. He's.
I know. And
I hate movies. I hate movies.
That's why you're just better off just watching, the animated series and from the 80s, and like, you know what? I'll just watch that, read the classic comics. But yeah, I mean, to do like a Kraven the Hunter story, like that like to do just review like a classic issue of like, I don't know if you would want to do part of Kraven's Last Hunt, or just do like a random issue, like there's that one issue in the early 80s where it's him and Spider-Man end up fighting in the museum, and they're like throwing like dinosaur bones all over the place.
Ooh. God. Yeah, we can pick one of those. That'd be cool to just pick.
Yeah, just pick an issue of Amazing Spider-Man and just sit and just discuss how badass it is, or like, oh man, that could have been awesome if they'd done that. Because some of my favorite comic book stories are just solo issues, like one solo adventure where it's not like you may.
I agree with that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I think it's like they may talk about all Peter Parker's, like reflecting on the broken up date he had with Gwen Stacy in the last issue, but it solely focuses on him fighting Electro, and that's all the story is eventually him fighting Electro. Move on to the next story. All this time, it's
Yeah,
a
it's
two-part
not
Dr. Octopus.
it's not the whole story isn't revolving around the issues that came before it. It's
Yeah.
like a lot of comics do. Like I remember being a kid and picking up comic books and not having the first issues, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what's going on.
And back then too, it was still hard because you really, unless you had a lot of money or like, back then too, like I'm still chasing toys, I'm collecting cards, but trying to buy comics, like unless you could afford trade paperbacks, which were not cheap back then. When you were a child, like you only had your allowance. And
Yeah. This
so
is $25. Oh,
yeah,
no.
like God, it's $1 million. So it was a big deal to get a reprint of X-Men #1 or the Spider-Man classics, which were reprints of all the first 20 issues. So getting the Craven's first appearance, the first appearance of Green Goblin, first appearance of Mysterio, that was a big damn deal to sit and actually this is what the first appearance of Dr. Octopus is like, or when he meets the Lizard for the first time and they fight in that old Spanish castle. That's fucking awesome, I showed Nathan it was the Spider-Man Classic #2, which was Amazing Spider-Man #1. I said this is the reprint of when Spider-Man meets the Fantastic Four for the first time and the Chameleon. Like, this is how you.
I probably should have picked that up actually. But...
Well, they're not. You could probably find it on eBay too.
Yeah. Well, but there's also the other part, which is why I'm happy that he had issues of Fantastic Four that I didn't have. I'm like, okay, cool, I can support.
And it's fun to go and buy it in hand. I'm with you on that one too.
Well, because most of the shows that we would go to, conventions, I wouldn't go to look at comic books, and now I'm getting in the mentality if I see comics, I want to sift through and see if there's anything in there. It's and it's nice that I'm starting to establish specific things that I want to get, like Fantastic Four and Swamp Thing, and I'll probably start. Well, I mean, I did get that issue of Spider-Man on eBay that I really, really enjoyed.
Yes, I'm one for Becca's familiar with that issue. The boy that collected Spider-Man.
No, I don't have that one.
See, now I kind of feel like if
you want to pick one I have not read before.
Well, no, because this did what I hoped it would to Nathan when Nathan read it.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to spoil it for her right now.
Yeah, and I don't want to spoil
John
it.
probably has it, so.
Yeah. So, and if you guys have Marvel Unlimited, of course you can read it on there. But it's one of the issues I actually have framed because the story's so fucking good. And
it's so good.
It features my favorite member of the Wrecking Crew, Thunderball.
Yeah.
He's my favorite member of the Wrecking Crew,
but
he's not the focal point of the story.
Which is the only Marvel legend from that group that I'm missing.
The only one that I want the most is Thunderball. He's also my favorite.
But he's expensive because he was in that weird transitional period from Toy Biz to Hasbro.
Yeah.
Marvel
So you
Legends.
collect the Marvel Legends?
Oh yeah.
How many do you have?
Oh god.
You have all of them?
No, I don't have all of them.
I was
we were buying.
I thought you said that was the only one you were missing.
No. Just out of the Wrecking Crew, out of the 4 guys.
Okay.
Thunderball is who
I was like,
who I'm
holy
missing.
shit, you have the entire collection.
No, I'll take a picture of my Marvel Legends here.
I cannot do all of them. I only have to pick and choose.
Yeah, same here. There's so many characters I do not want, at all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then there's some that I'm like, that's cool, but I can't afford all of them, No,
and all the shitty movie figures, fuck those figures.
Oh god,
it's got to be based. Yeah. Now, all right, since you love Spider-Man, which is that's my own hot dab, but give me your first 5 villains that come to mind.
Ooh, I actually like Hobgoblin better than Green Goblin personally.
Ooh, interesting.
Mm-hmm. Kraven the Hunter's my favorite. I always liked Lizard.
Yeah.
Always liked lizards.
There's 3.
I'm trying to think of my top favorite. I always thought Venom was overrated.
I could see that. I've always liked
People
Venom,
act
but
like
I like asshole Venom. Venom the
Yes.
villain is what I like, not hero Venom.
Yeah, I agree with that. Favorites. Okay, so those are my top 3, so I have to pick 2 more. Kingpin's always cool, but he's more of would you consider him a Spider-Man villain or just an overall Marvel
Who's that?
villain? Kingpin. He's more
I
of a
would call him.
daredevil, right?
Well, I feel like he was in Spider-Man for so long, and to me, I saw him in the '60s Spider-Man series on VHS. He was the first
Yeah.
villain I remember seeing, so I always associate him as a Spider-Man villain, even though he is a prominent Daredevil villain. Like he is Daredevil's biggest villain, but he's a key Spider-Man villain. So
He is.
I guess you could pick and choose, but I would still say he is a Spider-Man villain through and
Because
through.
he's so prominent.
But he fights the Punisher. I feel like in any of the kind of ground-based heroes, he has dealings with.
Mhm.
But a great villain. Great
I
villain.
also really liked Mysterio.
I was gonna say
Fucking
you
A,
got to put
yeah.
Mysterio up there. Well, just
Yeah.
because the endless possibilities that, like the way you could write stories with that character, with the illusions, what's real, what's not. But you can also get really psychedelic too with the art and what Mysterio's like doing.
I love Morbius.
I do too.
Not the fucking movie, but
No.
like the
But
character.
like 70s Morbius, where he's not a, he's a bad guy. He is a vampire. He knows what
As
he's
he
doing.
should be.
Yeah, and I know like he gets his own book and a few appearances in the 70s where he's actually not a bad guy. But when he fights Spider-Man, he is a vampire. He is biting men and women, and he knows what. I love the first appearance because of Morbius, where it ends up with him and Lizard and Spider-Man fighting in this oceanside like house. It has like kind of a haunted house feel to it, but it's like rocks, ocean crashing, in this house on the cliff, and they all end up in this house fighting. It's just like, oh my god, this is like the 70s like run of Spider-Man in general. Like there's like so many locations that Spider-Man ends up. Castles, various houses. Like he fights Dracula on a boat.
That's what I've been enjoying so much about Swamp Thing is it's not there are characters that are connected that has a running story, but each issue it's very, here's a new location, like here's fucking werewolves, like here is this dude who's made an entire town and they're all fucking robots. Like it's so inventive and you can do anything with this.
Yeah.
And
That's what's so good about comic. And back then too, they were not afraid to go in any random direction.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be supernatural one week, robots the next month,
Yeah.
or now it's a Marvel villain team up, and next, it's a supposed alien invasion. Like it's kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
And God, I really want us to do like, and now for something different, like to do like vintage comic book reviews.
Yeah, I would be down for that because I can screenshot them from Marvel Unlimited.
Yeah.
And put them on screen. Well, I'd probably have to finagle a little bit maybe with them. I don't know how that would work in terms.
Well, even if we just picked like certain key pages, like ones we really wanted to emphasize, if we were worried about like being flagged for.
But at the same time too, it might just be cooler to just have it and just put the cover up. And that way the people aren't seeing the whole book. It's like, hey, if you really want to check this out, like go seek it out and buy a copy or like sign up. Marvel Unlimited, sponsor the show.
Well, I love telling people, hey, that is a great subscription to get because I use it
How
so
much
much.
is it?
It's $10 a month.
Okay, that's not bad.
Oh wait, you're talking about Marvel Unlimited?
Yeah.
Is it 10? I thought it was less than that. I thought
DC is less than that.
Oh. Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know, man. I think they're both $74.99 if you do it annually. Because if you're gonna do it annually because you save overall monthly.
I pay by month just because I'm cheap that way. At least I think I am.
Speaking of comics, my comic shop did have. I had part 1 of the movie Red Sonja comic when I was a kid. I don't know where the fuck it is. I know I
came close to purchasing the set on eBay. I think after we had our big discussion a while back about that, because I was curious because a lot of the comic adaptations have parts that were not in the movie, and I'm like, okay, what was featured? Was anything different in the comic book? Were there scenes that were not?
But I got part 2 over here. My comic shop actually had that. They didn't have Red Sonja or anything, but they had that. So I was like, okay, I'll take that. Let me grab it.
All right. Well, Nathan, give me your top 5 Spider-Man villains that come to mind. I'll have to go here in a few moments because it's getting late, but I like having conversations about Spider-Man villains.
Mysterio, for sure. Let me look at my shelf. All this dead air. See, I haven't gotten much into the hobgoblin aspect.
Okay.
I mean, you would. Oh, shit.
Damn it! You can't give me an answer.
Well, no, because it's like you have so many aspects of it too, where it's like they bring people in to be villains, but they end up turning face. It's like with that one issue with Thundra being brought in for the Frightful Four.
Yeah.
But then, she turns against them because they're always losing the fourth member, and whether they get to go off to do whatever, they end up joining forces with the Fantastic Four. So that one I couldn't really answer. Because they're also too in like the sections that I've read, it's mostly the main reoccurring is like Frightful Four more than
Doom.
any. Actually, Dr. Doom, he's out of what I've read, I think he's only shown up 2 or 3 times, which is surprising because I thought he would be showing up a little more often, but he kind of doesn't.
I'm not sure. I guess I'm thinking depending on where you read, because I know. He is the definitive Fantastic Four villain. He is the number one. Like there's nobody even above Galactus. Like,
he hasn't shown up as much. Like 2-3 times, maybe 4, but that would be pushing it. I think, and Galactus has shown up twice. Because I
guess you haven't got.
I started at first appearance of Galactus and Silver Surfer. That's where I started. So everything.
Doom appears quite a bit before that as well.
Well, see, that's why
it's Hulk Hogan ate him.
Oh yeah, God, the Rock and Wrestling.
Rock and Wrestling, yeah.
But yeah, like most of the stuff that I've been reading with him's had a lot to do with like the negative zone and like going there and coming back, and now that they have Franklin. And that, like, he's born and starting to, like, grow up, and there's the, what's her name? Harkness. What's the first name? Agatha?
Think so, yeah.
Yeah, like, that whole thing, so, and there hasn't been a lot of Doom. But I'm assuming he's probably gonna. They probably wrote it that way. It's like when he comes back, or like when he shows up again, it's gonna be very impactful.
He's in a ton of arcs, like when John Byrne, I think, which I love his run on Fantastic Four. He also did X-Men.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite run on X-Men is when John Byrne was working with Chris Claremont and writing it and drawing it.
Yeah. I think my favorite bits. Some of my favorite parts is just having Thing and Hulk clash, because they've clashed a couple times, but it's also cool having that fact that like the gamma from Hulk causes Thing to lose his powers, so Mr. Fantastic actually builds him like an exosuit that he wears, that he gradually someone does something that like brings him back, and he like breaks out of the fucking exoskeleton. I'm really bad at having the like memory of what issue did this and what happened, because it's just like boom, 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 boom. When I read them, it's just like I'm reading 5 issues a day while I'm at work or something. So
I only have like certain key issues, like in terms of numbers memorized. The rest of them, like the cover, I could probably tell you, but outside of that, I because there's so much to try.
There's a lot.
Yeah, and given everything we're into, trying to pull in as much comic book knowledge along with movies, toys, wrestling.
But it's like it's like with Spider-Man. I told you yesterday where I was. It was just like, all right, well, Hammerhead's a fucking ghost.
Yeah.
And Doc Ock's trying to he does marry Aunt May. But it's like there's the whole thing with that island and all this shit, and I was like, okay, all right, it's really weird, but sure, I'll roll with it.
It
one
was in the
this?
70s when Aunt May inherits this island that Doctor Octopus wants to obtain. So he, courts Aunt May in hopes to get a hold of this island.
Okay.
Yeah, tends to
That
marry
sounded
her, and
familiar.
yeah,
I think I.
so- yeah, it's the storyline. It's just like, it's not what you want to see Doctor Octopus.
Oh
doing.
yeah, no, you
Right,
don't.
right.
But that's why I was like, it's weird. But then you get to the stories where it's like Peter's just on a boat trying to have like a nice little trip, and here's the tarantula,
Yeah,
and then boom, the Punisher shows up. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, yeah, see, like that I
Yeah.
can really get
yeah.
into.
That's when our friend Jerry Conway is writing that. You
Yeah,
know, which Rebecca's going to get to meet him probably.
Yes.
Nah, it'll be cool. I mean, I if we ever get the chance to meet him, I have the issues that I want for him to sign because I bought them
Yeah,
on
I
eBay
got-
If you want me
specifically
to
for
get
that.
anything signed, just let me know. Send it to me. I
Okay.
promise I'll give it back.
I'm gonna
You're
keep
not
it.
gonna get-
This is
Yeah.
Oh,
mine.
keep it.
Oh wait, they're gonna be
No,
there.
this is
Here,
yours.
Rebecca, I'm gonna mail this to you. You ain't getting that back.
God, yeah, this is gonna be so much. We make sure we put this in the
The topics list on my phone.
yeah, like I
Make it
like
a
Yeah.
thing. It's like
yeah.
we'll start picking comic book issues to like discuss.
Yeah. So I guess we've already said we're gonna do Spider-Man. Like Rebecca definitely would like to do Craven, or we could do
And we wouldn't have to, in that regard too, we wouldn't have to keep it confined exactly to one book. If there's like a little arc that's contained within like 3 to
Yeah.
5 books, we can read
Yeah.
that, and it's just like we could actually we could call it something where it's just like book club or something, or comic book club, but put something
Yeah.
before it and just make that like not a new show, but just like another new thing that's on
I
the channel.
love to do it like label, kind of like give it a title similar to like the Marvel Action Universe, which is that Marvel animated block back in the '80s, where it was like Spider-Man, Dino Riders, and RoboCop,
Yeah.
or Spider-Man, Dino Riders, and X-Men, like just a block of like Marvel discussion, like a throwback to that or something like that. It'd
Okay.
just be so much fun to just do a random key issue of Spider-Man. We got to get her to read The Boy Who Collects Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
we had
sounds.
that one.
I'm
in-
sure John has it. He has like every
Yeah.
Spider-Man comic. So
Yeah.
sorry.
we can get
gross.
John on this discussion too if you like talking some Spider-Man also.
I love seeing the old advertisements in them.
I know those are fun, aren't they?
Like
for various
the
like
mask
toys
one
or
at the front.
movies. Yeah.
She just accidentally
wanna see
rips the book, holding it
Yeah.
that
Ah!
way.
Oh,
shit.
But Sonya looks
oh,
strong,
fuck.
so gorgeous in this book.
That.
Bella
I
looks so
love
strong.
the movie outfits drawn in there too.
I know she's like a mixture of both Red Sonya's. It looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
And then I got this. They had this since I was a little kid.
Oh, that's badass.
It's got an interview with Bridget in here.
And we get her on the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, I'll contact her tonight. Try to. Not heard back from Dolph or Olivia Diabo yet.
Oh, we could get her and Dolph on the same podcast. We could do He-Man, Red Sonja, and cap it off with Rocky 4.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. And then I ask him about the orgies.
Yeah. With Grace Jones.
Yeah.
Man, what was that like? How many girls did you take on at one time there? What was that like?
Didn't she say like, or he said like she tired him out or something?
Yeah, like knowing he's got to get up and go to work the next day and stay up all night. You know?
Fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like awesome pictures in here. I hate that they put the thing right over her.
Oh
face.
yeah, they got to put it right in the crack.
Well.
Yeah.
Centerfolds, baby.
Yeah.
That's cool.
She says in here that they tried on the metal bikini, and I'm like, I want to see pictures of that. She
Oh
said
yeah. Oh, see, we could talk to her about that. We could talk to her about the proposed She-Hulk show that never took off. That she was
Yeah.
going to play the She-Hulk.
still looked a million times better than the new shit.
Fucking A, it did. God, that'd be so
That
cool
new
to
one
talk
looks
to
so
her.
bad. Yeah, it would.
I don't
Right.
understand
On
the angle of the whole lawyer thing. Was that ever something that transpired in the comics? Was that like a
Yeah,
key
she's
thing?
a lawyer.
Okay.
She's
She
a lawyer.
was a
yeah.
yeah.
I don't
she
know
was
any
a
fucking
good-
She-Hulk, man. Like,
Well, no, but
was just-
but I understand that.
I get- yeah.
She is a C-list character, but yes, she is a lawyer in the
Alright.
like Daredevil. Yeah.
so I guess realistically they could work it in where it's like Matt Murdock would show up.
Yeah, they bring Daredevil in to kind of like reintroduce him
Yeah.
to the Marvel universe.
Oh man,
It looks bad though.
Oh, it's gonna be fucking horrible. It's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be nothing but a shitty comedy.
Yeah, but that's
And
hey, but at least
so people want they don't want to go slapping their knees. Oh man!
But at least Daredevil was good.
Daredevil was
fucking
great.
awesome.
Yeah, we got that before. But all right,
Before Disney comes along and destroys everything.
But I am glad at least that Marvel obtained the rights to get to try to bring everything mostly back under the fold.
Yeah, I don't want to see anybody else play Kingpin.
I don't want any more.
No.
It was nice to know that's like, all right, there won't be any more Fox fucking Marvel movies.
But I like Days of Future Past and First Class a lot.
I liked First Class. I still haven't watched Days of Future Past.
Oh yeah, Days of Future. Even though it is different from the comics, but not in a bad way.
I saw Bryan Singer and I was like,
well, that's how I was too. I'm like, fuck, man, you got rid of Matthew Vaughn. We're gonna have Bryan Singer come back and like, great, this is gonna suck balls. And actually, it was really good. It was really fucking good.
No, it's like I told you, like with, eventually I will get around to what Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. Eventually, I will sit down and watch it. I might eventually too sit down and see
That was lame.
just how bad Morbius is. Yeah.
Oh no!
And I might watch those shitty Venom movies too, just to see how bad they are.
No!
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
I like bad movies, but that's like beyond
That's
that.
Those are shit.
That's fucking with characters I like, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I doubt.
What a
I doubt
shitty
I'll
way
do
to
it.
end this discussion, because I'm going to have to get going here. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. I got to go to bed.
Yeah,
I got to be up at 6.
I'll probably bounce too, so I can get an early start on birthday festivities.
But I like this, though, that it's this post-discussion. But comics, man, let's make this shit happen, dude.
We'll talk comics and we'll come up with a name for it, and people will be like, "Oh God, not another show." Well, maybe people would enjoy it more, but it's also too because I guess we have to bring this up. It's like if we since I have the subscriptions for both DC and Marvel, if I sent the images to Joe, I wonder if Joe would. Is Joe a comic book guy?
I know he
kinda,
has
not
some
really.
Savage Swords of He-Man.
And he's
Conan.
read-
Savage
he's
Sword of
like
He-Man.
Savage Swords of
How
He-Man.
drunk are
I've
you?
never heard of that. What is that? European?
But Joe did say he would be game for that, so maybe we can
Yeah,
pull
he
him in. It's
actually
like,
brought it up. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, that'd be awesome.
did?
Yeah.
No, yeah, he did. He brought that up. He's like, oh yeah, we could talk about those issues because I have some, but we can also obtain the images so we can all.
Yeah.
I would love to do that too. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, because
Well,
I got some of those. Fuck. It's not. I'm not gonna say compendium. It's the starts with an O.
Oh, Omnius.
Yeah.
Omnibus.
Yeah, I got some of those that have this the Savage Sword. I think, or is that just? No, that might be the Savage Sword. I'll have to send you guys pictures of what I got and be like, oh yeah, that's it. But we can talk about that.
Oh, because we got Bill Brasky with next week, right?
Yep.
Or is that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So there's that, and then Florian Bertmer the week after that, so we can ask him about all the Mondo stuff, but also probably honestly with him, I feel like we could dabble more too of like about his art because he seems like he's into a lot of other things too. So that's you probably shoehorn. It's like, hey, let's talk comic books because I'm imagining he's pretty hardcore into that. So or maybe he's not. We'll see how that goes.
It'll be like crickets. So you like 70 Spider-Man? Hear the cricket sound like. And then Joe comes in. Okay. Back to the chat room.
Yeah. But yeah, I got it. Well, let's see. It was Tom Brysky, Florian Bertmer. Oh man, I'm kind of giving a sneak preview to everybody about the schedule here.
Well, things are subject to change. Just
Yeah,
ask
well,
Robin
yeah,
Hood.
it's like Robin Hood. That was like months ago. Still hasn't happened. Fairy Tale Theater was gonna be after that, and then like a Kumite. So maybe like the first week in August, we can do like the comic book, whether it's the Savage Sword or if we do a Marvel thing, just like do something to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should do Spider-Man. I think we should like.
Okay.
Gotta be Spider-Man.
No, I'm like, hey, Rebecca's like
let's
her
do
favorite
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Let's do fucking Spider-Man.
All right.
Uh,
I'll
Let's do the what was it? The boy who
Collected Spider-Man.
Oh,
Like the
man.
Spider-Man. Let's do that one.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
All right.
It could
Yeah.
be a first impression for me because I don't know if I've read one. I might read it and be like, okay, yeah, I've read. You know how it is with ours. I'm like, but I
Okay.
don't think I have.
You know what? I feel pretty confident we're going to get the reaction that Nathan had too. Like knowing what we know about her, I'm pretty sure it's going to be great.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll
it's
do
gonna
that.
be very
And
exciting.
then we'll see if we can drag Joe on.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
Yeah.
if it's free and he can read it, then
Yeah,
It'll
or
be
if he
okay.
can read.
Yeah, I'm not
If he
sure.
can
I
read
know
it,
he's into some comic books. I don't know how he feels about.
Well, I know he's all about telling the story about playing Spider-Man and winning that Spider-Man jacket.
well,
So I thought
that's
Spider-Man
how
is gonna be-
we
is
rope
gonna
him
be-
in. That's how, it's
Yeah.
like, Joe, you like playing the Spider-Man games. You got that fucking jacket. What kind of fan are you? And then
Yeah.
we'll rope him in.
So but that's what we'll do. Our first comic book discussion will be about the boy who collected Spider-Man.
Okay.
That's-
Card subject to change.
Because we may change it, and if she's in the mood for doing a Craven the Hunter story, then by God, we'll do that. But
All right.
I truly feel like if we're gonna kick this off, let's do it with a beautiful story with a kick-ass villain, and see if we
fucking-
can get the reaction.
Whew.
That-
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, see if we can't get that reaction from her that you did. Because I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen. It's gonna be awesome.
We'll have to see.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, it's gonna be great.
All right.
Yeah, well, I better bounce here because I got to get back to work on
Yeah,
Nathan's birthday.
Yeah, you got to
So-
work tomorrow. Well, you're doing that on purpose.
Yeah, because
You could have had the day off. You could have had the day.
Yeah, I could have, but I'm like, you know what? It was
Money.
it'll make for a shitty paycheck. So
Mm.
got to go work fucking Floyd.
Oh, well, that's
First time in 11 years, but the lady I can't stand is gone. So
Well, that's good.
I
Oh,
said I'll
good.
do it.
It's probably going
I'll
to be
do
a
it.
new person there. It's going to be like shittier.
I haven't heard any
no.
horror stories.
Well.
I haven't heard any horror stories about it
All
right
right.
now. So I'm like,
Well.
all right, I'll go do it. I'll
Well,
do it, and then call it a day.
Best of luck.
Thank you. So,
All right.
been a pleasure, guys.
Yes.
Hope everyone
Yep.
enjoys this behind the scenes content of Up All Night with Fans of Power.
Yeah, I'm not going to do any. I'm never going to do any sort of like outro.
Oh, let's
with
see if we
these.
get Joe Bob Briggs to do like an intro for us. Wouldn't that be awesome?
I doubt he would do it.
We'll see if Bridget Nielsen will do one for
And
us.
since this is actually, since this is recorded, I might have to get you to just like do a thing where you had the Fans of Power logo and then maybe like After Hours and like pink neon font or
Ah.
something.
Yeah,
Hey,
with,
get off
with
my
like
comic
with like
books.
a neon legs on the side or something like that to make it look like risque or like
Oh.
Joe-
Yeah, because it's after hours.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
After Hours.
yeah. So we'll put legs on one side and we give Rebecca like so like a neon like buff dude or something
Oh
like
no,
that on the other
no.
side.
Oh yeah, and then
Hey,
this
we
is-
can't be sexist here. It'll be all, be
No,
nothing
but see,
about
I thought
legs.
you were gonna turn this around and make it more about you. It's like, and I'll be the model for it.
See, you're judging me. You got to stop that shit.
Well,
Unless I am asked to be the model for that, I'm just making the suggestion there. I'm being all feminist and stuff.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm all
Well,
for women's rights. I'm going to women's rights conference tomorrow anyway.
I won't do any proper outros for these, but I will kind of break the wall to speak to our audience and say that this will be a thing. Some of them might happen after the show and
They get pretty crazy sometimes.
get posted.
This one was very tame, actually.
Yeah. And then others we may never even use after we're done with the show. But we thought it'd just be a cool little thing just to record the other. This is the shit that we talk about when we're done with the show. It's just
Yeah.
random stuff, and then
We're just really cool people. And
Sure.
It makes sense to
Yeah, we are.
disagree.
yeah.
Or me and Rebecca are just really cool people. You can be an asshole.
Okay, that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I don't know what that is, but that was funny.
Well,
That's what Nathan did
I
on
think
our
this
drive
is
home.
when I stopped this
Yeah,
recording and then
that's when we'll
explain
stop,
what it
yeah.
was. But yeah,
But it was, yeah.
yeah.